Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming.
OGEbeats.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hey, welcome. All right, turn your microphones on.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, 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 Hare
Nityananda,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri
Hare Hare.
Advaita, Shri
Hare
Advaita,
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Nityananda,
Hare
Nityananda,
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Nityananda, Nityananda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Shri
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, it's okay to
Shri
hear you,
Krishna
Lalita.
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
It's It's okay to hear you laughing.
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna 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 Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Shri
Ram Hare
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Ram
Shri
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Ram
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Ram
Shri
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Ram Ram Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Ram Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Ram Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Ram, Hare
Shri
Ram,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
I don't hear you. Lalita's microphone is muted.
Krishna, sorry.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Rama Rama.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Rama Nityananda.
Shri Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya.
Aishwarya Kasasara.
Shri
Sri
Krishna Chaitanya.
Very good Bhakta
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Rama Nityananda. Sri Aishwarya Kasasara.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya Prabhu
Chaitanya.
Nityananda Sri
Shri
Aishwarya
Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Kasasara.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri
Shri Krishna
Very
Chaitanya.
good Bhakta.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jaya Jaya Chaitanya Chaitanya
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Krishna
Krishna.
Chaitanya
Shri Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya
Oh,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
if
Krishna,
you want to come up there, David, you can. Here's the link.
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Be nice if you
Shri
would.
Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare
Or
Krishna,
anybody
Hare
else who wants to come up. Can.
Good, good.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Rama, Hare
Give me a mention in the private chat if anybody comes up.
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya.
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya.
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya
Hare
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya.
Brahmaniti
Shri
Sri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya Sri Krishna
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare
Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna,
Rama Rama
Hari Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Gora Chandra,
Hare Rama Hare
Gora,
Guru Chandra
Hare Krishna Hare
Gora
Krishna
Chandra,
Hare
Gora Chandra,
Chandra
Gora Chandra,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra,
Guru
Gora
Chandra
Goranga, Goranga,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Goranga,
Hare Krishna
Goranga,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Rama Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama
Question is, what are we doing? What are you doing? TikTok question. Great question. Glad you answered that. What we're doing, what the whole universe is supposed to be doing. Chanting the name of the absolute truth. Chanting these names. Where true happiness is. True meditation. True purification. It awakens our ecstatic relationship with God forever. Yeah. We're real. I mean, you're looking for happiness? This is it. Real bliss, real meditation. Yeah. Gora, Gora, Gora. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Yeah, there's a taste in it. Yeah. People that are only used to eating food, they don't understand this taste. It's a transcendental taste, a spiritual taste. So I've been trying to hammer into Kamalakanta. This doesn't get it, man. But everybody, so many people are like that. St. Paul was teaching people, he noticed the same thing. He called them the natural man. See, those who don't have their spiritual senses awakened, which only can be practically done by those who have their spiritual senses awakened and are tasting this mysterious taste in this name. It makes tears to come to the eyes and laughter and all this stuff. See, if you don't have awakened spiritual senses, you think, what are you doing? What are they doing? See? So that's even people on that level of Vaidhi Bhakti. They say, what are they doing? David says, incarnates the transcendental body of Krishna within us. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so, but it's so subtle. It's very subtle. And if you want to perfect it, you perfect it amongst devotees. That's why the Lord has supplied this here. Otherwise, you just, you'll maybe have your little bit of ecstasy sometimes, maybe because you brought it in. But if you want to perfect it, you follow the process. You associate with devotees in the spiritual family if one is provided. Otherwise, you don't make that much progress. Maya is always distracting you. Here, it's the protection. Remember, like the principle Jesus taught, where two or more are gathered in my name, there I shall be. See, we do that. That's the principle. It works with Vaishnavism too. We're gathered in Krishna's name and Lord Caitanya's name, Jesus' name, all the associates. Prabhupada's name. See? But not only name. See? The feeling is here. See, we feel that relation, that bond, that it's a spiritual bond. So how are you going to develop that if you haven't had that awakened? Or you don't, or you just have a little bit and you don't associate regularly with those. So, this is an opportunity, man. Yeah, and that's why, this is the preaching is just to make everybody aware, like how important this is. Teach the real path, because the path always is being cut. Maya is always saying, no, that's not real. No, something else is more important or is the important thing. See, that's covering the path, the conceptions, covering the conception. See, giving you a misconception. You missed the mark. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, you missed the mark. See? It's like shooting an arrow. You have a target, right? The conception is the target. It puts you on target. Otherwise, if you're off target, you don't know what the target is. You can spend your whole life on some other targets that are not very important, just simply because nobody put you on target. That's the idea of Guru Tattva. Having the bona fide guru is they keep you on target. They keep the target. So, and you're like the arrow, keep you straight to the target. Yeah. What is life about? Yeah. Life's ultimate goal, love of God. Yeah. What's the path? Oh yeah, to those who worship the Lord with ecstatic devotion. Yeah, they have the right understanding. Well, we have a lot of people like that here now. See, and like you have a guru and you have disciples, and the disciples they get the right understanding too, because they got the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Therefore, the Lord gives them that treasure. You know what the treasure is? Is it money? Is it some position? No, it's understanding is the treasure. Transcendental knowledge is the treasure. Okay? Only the enlightened appreciate it. Okay? It's the only thing that's going to save people in this world is to be put on target and awaken. Actually awaken the target in you. Awake Krishna is the target, the transcendental Krishna. Awaken that Krishna in you. Have that Krishna born in you so that you can see the target. Oh, I see, man. Oh, Krishna's born and this love is awakened. Now I know. The complete whole is love of God. See? Now you're on target, man. You stay on target. Maybe the target's the awakening. You know? Yeah. So we stay on target, right? Sadhu Sangha is about that. Even the Goswamis, they did this to the end of their lives. Yeah, they met together regularly, just like us. Isn't it funny? We do the same thing. Narottam, Srinivas, and Shamananda met with the disciples regularly. You know, they were meeting, talking intimately like this, decrying all the speculation. Same thing, Advaita and the devotees before the advent of Lord Caitanya. Even when he was around, you know, they didn't know he was the Lord. He was just this little baby, but they would meet regularly. And what would they do? What we do, decry speculation. It says that right in the book. They would decry the path of speculation. Wherever it is, if it's in Vaishnava, they decry. Decry it means put it down, man. Tell people, put that path down. Take to the path of the devotees who relish ras. Associate with rasic devotees who taste, where you could see by their own, they actually prove it, that they're actually tasting this name, this subtle name. And don't be fooled by those who are just, you know, appear to be advanced devotees and can't show that they're advanced devotees. Cannot prove that they can give you some kind of shelter because they have this. See, you can't give shelter if you don't have the shelter of Radha and Krishna. That's the basis of this preaching here. Otherwise, I would be a hypocrite and a liar to do it. Like all these others. I know this is hypocrisy. What kind of shelter can these give? If you haven't realized Krishna, what kind of shelter can you give? Ooh. Do you have to, why don't you I don't know, man. I'm in the middle of something right now.
I was just going to share a comment. You could explain it.
Yeah,
maybe.
I didn't ask for a comment to be shared. I'm in a free flow. You put that in there, and this is not the right timing. You don't see Lalita doing that. See? Because
I didn't put the comment. Somebody else.
Yeah. It's not, this is not a mental thing. I guess, what I just got to get you to understand. This is not a mental thing. This is not a thing. You see a comment, let me just put it in right now. Yeah, it's not like that. It doesn't work like that, Sachi. Yeah. Yeah, it says free flow, It's okay. It just is what it is. People are different things. They don't understand. But, see, where was I? See, that's the thing. I lose it, because I'm here listening to this stuff. This is coming down from the divine plane, and to interject, then I lose the thing, man, Yeah. So just kind of watch there, Sachi, and just watch. Write down your questions or comments or whatever. Yeah. It may be hard for you to understand this, but this is just how it is. Okay, so anyway, you remember what I was talking about, Lalita? Maybe you can pull it back now. I don't remember either. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, what's the comment, Sachi, since I'm out of it?
It's from Dustin. He said, if it's not broken, why fix it? But I don't know what he was commenting about.
Then see that, why even mention it? See, that's the thing.
Because I keep an eye out for everybody and everything.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I do.
Mode of goodness. You goody two shoes.
I am who I am. And I have to learn my lessons.
That's
And that
right.
includes you jumping on me every time I come
That's
on here live, which
Well,
makes
one
me
thing,
think I
yeah.
shouldn't come on
One
live.
thing, one thing I can say, you handle it very well. Now, there was a time when you couldn't even like, and you'd be out of here. Turn the camera off and go and pout.
Now,
And
I like what Freddie says.
what?
He says it's not a mental think, but she makes you mental.
Yeah, you got me on the mind platform. That's all right. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we're having fun here. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So anyway, one thing here is this is Madhya Lila, chapter 14, verse number 3. All glories to the devotees headed by Srilas Thakur. All glories to the readers who have taken Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as their life and soul. Yeah. Yeah, and that's really the basic thing you get is this attachment to Lord Chaitanya, who this Lord Chaitanya is his name. Lord Chaitanya is his pastimes. And Radha and Krishna is Lord Chaitanya. So you get everything. See? You get the highest leelas. And attachment to Lord Chaitanya is really the path to that. Yeah, so attachment, that's what you get here. And that's what I've noticed. People, they get easily attached to Lord Chaitanya, and that is your saving grace. The Lord becomes your life and soul. And you realize that. That means, the Lord's presence, you start to know that personality called God, which is beyond all the universal coverings. Yeah, and that is special, man. That gives you a special privilege, a privilege that these people in the world they have money, they have wealth, the elites and these people that are all over Facebook, all these popular people, everything. If you come here, you'll get something more special than they get because all they are is special amongst ordinary people, right? People who don't know what connoisseurs know that are special. Connoisseur is actually a devotee who actually has devotion. How actually has revelation and realization about what life is about. That's what you get here. And when your life and soul is Lord Chaitanya, he gives that realization, that understanding very, very easily, whereas people are doing austerities to get what you get here as a gift. You get the purification to get there as fast as you can handle it. And then the Lord Chaitanya, then something, God. Isn't that to me, that's amazing. To actually know God, that nobody really knows, that most Christians do. They may at best know that realization that I had from Jesus in 1973. That he's the Lord, the super soul in everything. And that's not even fully knowing the Lord, and that's a pretty big thing, man. See, but Lord Chaitanya is giving you who he really, just cut right to the chase. That he's that son of Mother Sachi and Mother Yashoda, see, and the beloved of Radha. No, that is really deep and very special. Incomprehensible, but it's comprehensible by getting the mercy of a real Vaishnava. That's how Lord made it so easy in this Kali Yuga. He gave people the potency to give that to others. Just like here already, many of my students are getting the potency to share this with others too. We're people, they're getting juiced up here because you carry the transcendental potency. You can infect others with liberation and mukti or salvation. They can be saved and more. Yeah. What's the next verse? Let's see here. While Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was resting in ecstatic love, Mars Pratapuruja entered the garden. Okay, you can start reading, Lalita. So this is from where we were.
Okay. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you.
Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was resting in ecstatic love, Maharaj Prataparudra, he entered the garden following Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's instructions. The king had given up his royal dress. He now entered the garden in the dress of a Vaishnava.
Yeah, you know, that's a symbol of giving up your pride and prestige because, you know, he's a king. You know, a king is an authority over others. See? So that's why for them to, if anybody in ISKCON or any of these groups, any gurus, any of their followers, they have to give up their pride in their position as either a disciple of one of these gurus or the guru is a, otherwise they cannot approach the next stage of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. They can't go. Their disciples can't go. They're stopped. Just like Devananda Pandit's disciples were stopped. The only possibility is this preaching here for them to move any deeper than they are, because the false ego is encasing them. How are they going to make any real progress? Really? That, you know, just because what was done there to basically force the progress, see, by force, by the force of bhakti, forth of mercy, the Lord chastised. You know, that was a chastisement. But what was it really? Was it really a chastisement? It was just the truth. Hey, Devananda, you're not qualified. You don't have ecstatic devotion. Hey, Radhanath. Hey, Acharya Dev, you're not qualified. You don't have ecstatic devotion to teach the Bhagavatam. You need to come over here to learn it. Is that a chastisement or just the truth? They take it as a chastisement. It's the truth. This is the only possibility to be set free. And if you say, what is this? What you do? Well, unless you have ecstatic devotion and the symptoms of it, you are inconclusive. That is not the truth. The truth is you need to have the qualifications to preach the Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam is God incarnation in the book. Are you God as an incarnation, as a devotee? Didn't we read that in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 1? See? The Lord comes as the devotee. Are you one of those rare persons with rare preaching, chastising these so-called big gurus? You're not big until you have big bhakti. My disciples are 1,000 times bigger than those persons. And that's just the truth. Nothing, no false ego about that. Just straight out truth, man. If you got big bhakti like Lalita, you're much bigger than a guy with a big head of knowledge and study and memorize Vedas and all that, right? I mean, isn't that common sense? Common devotional sense? Especially when you hear it now. So where's the real path? Big bhakti is a big bhakta. No big bhakti, no big bhakta. It's kind of simple. 1 and 1 equals 2. Big bhakti means big tears, right? Excessive, intense devotional love. Big laughter from the heart of God. Big trembling. Yeah, conclusive, rock solid, club-like truth. Authority, real authority of the truth, right? And then, overturn these conclusions, overturn that you can deliver your disciples into Vrindavan without bhakti. Tell me, show us. Is it time to call their bluff? Show us you got some real bhakti. Show your disciples. Why are you wasting their time? They're wasting their time in the Catholic Church worshiping a pope, aren't they? Who is a pope? Is a mundane person. Is that what's the difference between a mundane pope and a mundane guru in the Vaishnava group who has no ecstatic prema? Shouldn't a guru who has disciples worshiping them have real devotion and bhakti and ecstasy and show the authority of God, been anointed with the power of bhakti or not? Am I crazy or is that crazy? You know, sometimes we just have to have the facts pointed out, you know, because it's so, after, you know, it's like the emperor has no clothes. That's all it is. Just think of Gohari like a little child saying, the emperor has no friggin' clothes on. He's nude. They got no bhakti, man. They ain't no guru yet. Not the real standard guru. Come on. What do you want? Why do you want such a low standard guru, man? Even my disciples are 1,000 times more of a guru because they have big bhakti, many of them. And night conclusive, they know what is spiritual. They know what is a real guru, a real Vaishnava, what is real devotion, importance of it. We teach all that and they know that. That's got to be better than that. They don't teach any of that. And you guys think that's so great. That's illusion. That's Maya. Illusion. Ooh. You're being cheated. They're pulling a fast one on you. Oh, Maya, no mercy for you. I just pull the rug. It's a rug pull. They call that in crypto a rug pull. You pull the rug right from under Maya, man. It's a flimsy foundation. It's easy for me. You just pull the rug from her, you know, because she got no foundation. It's all, after a while, even a follower thing. What am I following Maya for? What am I following these ordinary people? What can they do? Why do I keep chanting in ecstasy if this is so offensive to point out the truth? What did Jesus say? Blessed are those who are not offended by me. You know what Gauri Das says? Blessed are those who are offended by me or by us. We're going to win anyway. Yeah. Hey, man. You got to pop, if there's pus in a boil, you got to pop it. You got to put the needle in there, you know, just kind of a needler, you know, just get a needle. And the truth is like a real sharp needle. You put it in the illusion, it pops and pus goes all over the place. That's their reaction. It doesn't submit to our authority. What? Truth is the authority, isn't it? No, it's no respecter of persons. Isn't that what St. Paul said? The truth is no respecter of persons. If Gohari is like I'm preaching, get rid of the guy, man. You know, if he's not the truth he speaks, if he's a hypocrite, he doesn't have big bhakti, man, and big conclusive understanding and the real thing, and doesn't awaken devotion to others, get rid of him, right? Just common sense. I won't be offended. Right, Sachi? Get rid of that guy.
I'm just an observer. I'm watching the whole ball of wax from all sides.
You're an observer.
Collecting data.
Collecting data, observer. Okay, good. Replying to Lalita Ganga, Balaram says, right, it looks like a church choir robe with an angel wing arms. Which one is it?
I said Radhanath is not dressed like a Vaishnava.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's following his Shiksha Guru, that guy that was the head of New Vrindavan, you know, that was had some questionable activity, very questionable. It's not about the number of rounds, it's about the bhav, the prema. Exactly, yeah. One name chanted in ecstasy is better than a whole lakh with no ecstasy, you know, because the ecstatic love is what really purifies us. The other is just practicing, you know, it's for people with chicken brains, you know. And everybody's got a chicken brain. until you get the mercy of Guru and Krishna, or Krishna and Guru. If you get the mercy of Krishna, he's going to give you a real Guru. Because if you don't have ecstatic love, you won't make it through the maze to Vrindavan. No way. You need a Shiksha Guru. If you have ecstatic love from a previous life, okay, but the scriptures can help you. If it awakens your ecstatic love, okay, now you can do it. See, Brahma could do it. Like at a certain point, he was taught in the heart. See, so the devotees who are awakened, you're taught in the heart. Then you look at the scriptures, because we got the scriptures. You look at the scriptures, or you chant the name, and the devotion awakens and purifies you. Now that's wholeness. You need the conclusive truth, the name, the pastimes, and you need the bhakti. Both. See, you need both, Radha and Krishna. Devotion to Krishna, love of God. You need it, otherwise it's slow going, man. Yeah. So go ahead there, Rina. Yeah, come on there, David. I put the link up. Let me put it up again. You probably lost it. Okay, I'll put up the link here for David. Yeah. Sorry, Sachi, I was a little bit hard on you, but I get, when I lose my train, I get a little bit, or with a little testy.
It's not anything new.
Yeah, it's not.
But sometimes you're really sweet too.
I know. So yeah, you got
He's always sweet, Sachi.
It's a package. Gohari's a package. Bittersweet. Like that chocolate you like. What do we got here? Amy, read what Amy says there, Sachi.
Okay, I should think the real guru would have and be able to show real big bhakti and give the disciples bhakti lata bij, the seed of loving devotional service. And that real guru also must be able to provide the nourishment to those creepers through his word until it grows and grows up into the spiritual world. His words are the vehicle that transports the transcendental spiritual potency into the consciousness of every cell.
Yeah, see, very nice, very conclusive. Yeah, and especially, you don't have to, it doesn't have to go be perfected only in Sadhu Sangha, but once you get purified, you can do this on your own too. But even if you do it on your own, you'll want this. I mean, I could do it on my own, but I love being with the devotees, because you know why? Because the Lord loves it. He loves being with his devotees. Why wouldn't you want to? The only reason, there you go. The only reason not to be with the devotees is because they're not around. The Lord loves being with his devotees. And as we're getting purified, you'll love being with devotees too. You get the nature of God, and that's the secret. You see, the devotees in the spiritual world, they have also a form like the Lord. That means the form means the feelings like the Lord, the nature like the Lord. That's why when you have a real spiritual master, they have these uncommon moods, like a channel, channels in the world. They speak with different voices and everything, but that's ghosts and stuff within the universe. It's not like the channel of a devotee that's surrendered to the transcendental Lord, which is the ultimate channeling. That's the ultimate channel to open. See? So this is the path to it, is the Vaishnava disciplic line, and is the best line. It's the most clearest line I've ever seen. I mean, that's like taking Jesus stuff and put it together. It just clarifies all the teachings of Jesus and extends them out further. The only thing with Vaishnavism, we're it for the devotees. We're the awakening for them to bring them on to like Jesus brought them on to the Holy Spirit worship. We're doing that for the Vaishnavas. That's why I got the order from Prabhupada. See, Prabhupada gave me that order and Krishna gave that blessing. That's very powerful. That means that's why it's working like this. And it's not surprising why people don't understand this very well, because it's very deep. This is very, this is a, what do you call it, like divine intervention now to move Vaishnavism to a whole nother level. Not with everybody, but for those who are ready, you know, like whoever's coming here. A lot of people that are from ISKCON come here now, that are from ISKCON. They have some relation, or the world. You know, we got. I'm surprised who's coming. That's amazing. You know, how do you like that Amy there? Did you see her writings there? David? No? Yeah. Yeah, she's came a couple of years ago, and she's really, really picking up the moods and all that. And then another lady, Fanny, is a new lady. She's coming, picking up everything. Yeah. So some others.
Should I mute or can I talk or?
Yeah. So everybody, you can write each other and you know, become friends with Vaishnavas that are getting the devotional potency, man. That is your best opportunity. You don't find Vaishnavas like this around. You know, they're very rare. And they're blessed are the pure in heart; they shall see God. So we got devotees like that here. It's amazing. You know, I get purified.
Can I share something?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
So what I was saying before about the transcendental body, something Lolita said last time I was on when people gave their testimonies, you know, when she and who's the other fellow from Britain, head like yours.
Tom.
Oh,
no, not Tom. The one.
Oh, the other Janardhan.
Yeah, when he was talking about his testimony, and I think that really that planted a seed in me. And last night, you know, I was chanting, and then I was reading in the Bhagavata chapter 21 just about Krishna's flute. So beautiful. And this morning, you know, I was chanting. Well, one thing I wanted to say, you know, is last night I was reading, and it talks about that in some of the Vaishnavite traditions, the mantra that you often do that you say, you know, ISKCON never uses it as a mantra. Like, for some reason, I can't think of it at this second, you know, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur, that is in some of the Vaishnavite traditions very much a mantra, because, you know, it's that appeal to Gauranga and Nityananda and Chaitanya that allows us to get the grace even when we're not purified. Like, that with Hare Krishna to a certain extent, and I'm just repeating what I'm reading here, but you have to be pure and sort of completely surrendered to Krishna to really experience that. But when you turn to Nityananda and Chaitanya, the grace is given even though you're not purified, even though you're not surrendered. And so that just like made so much sense to me that your repetition of that and sharing of that, and the fact that I'm drawn to those names, not that I'm not drawn to Hare Krishna too, but it's kind of like, whoa, you know, like maybe I'm not ready yet. But, you know, when you say Nityananda and Chaitanya and Gauranga and Nitai Gaur, it's just like automatic, you know, grace comes down. And so that was one thing I wanted to share. And then the other thing was this morning when I was chanting, and I was reading the Bhagavad Gita. I've been working through the Bhagavad Gita very, very slowly over about 7 months, because I can only do like 7 or 8 verses at a time. And then I'm like, I'm full now, Krishna, I'm full, God. But I had this insight about, you know, detachment and Maya and the world, because it's like, I was always like, you know, when I would talk to people from ISKCON and they would say things about, well, the world is a prison, you know, and the world is all Maya, I would be like, you know, I'm a romantic. I've read Emerson and Wordsworth, and I thrill to nature, and I'm moved by nature. So like I couldn't get with that. And this morning I was like, even nature, because we've been through, the Industrial Revolution, and we've created so many layers of false ego in our civilization, we look to nature now as this kind of innocent thing, and to try to return to our innocence by going back to nature. And that's a good thing, because we're so messed up. But I was thinking about it. Nature too is just, competition and eating, and things eating each other, and it's all just really kind of the same as human civilization. It's just, things hunting, having sex, procreating, and that's it. And I thought, but like Maya is like from the worldly point of view, Maya is hell. But when you look at it through Krishna's eyes, the divine eyes, then the Maya becomes the tapestry of creation. It becomes his play. And then it's beautiful, and it's like, but that's that transcendental perspective. And I just had this feeling, like Lolita was talking about last time, about, like she felt like her whole body had been replaced, by Krishna. And I just had a little taste of what that is, like, that we really can have this transcendental body given to us by Krishna, by Chaitanya, by Gauri Haridas, by this grace and wisdom. And that it's a real thing. It's not just another feeling. It's like it feels like a feeling, but actually that's just the surface of it. Behind it, it's this transcendental thing, and it's like the feelings we're having are like Krishna's feelings in his play. It's a transcendental body. It's not, human. It's not human earthly body feelings. And I was just like, holy crap, like, this is the way to get out of birth and death. This is the way to get out of like this huge fear, that we all have of death. Like, we don't know what the fuck is going to happen. And it's like, if you really get inside of Krishna, you're going to be fine. Whether you're going to reincarnate or go to Vrindavan or whatever, it's going to be fine. And it was just like, holy hell. And so I just wanted to share that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's like Jesus said. He says, "Be in me, I in you, we in the Father." It's a new life. It's a new life. We have our real form is spirit, and that's basically we're relating to the spirit, and the beauty of Lord Caitanya is the same thing with Jesus. If you wanted to get with Jesus and you had no relation even with Jesus, you go through a person who has that relation established. And the same thing with Lord Caitanya. That's why many devotees still don't have a relation with Lord Caitanya that's transcendental. You go through his devotees, and then you get attached to chanting Gaura's name and Gaura's pastimes. And then you also automatically get Radha and Krishna too, But you see, you got to go to get that attachment. Is a Bhakti Lata Bij comes through the devotee, unless you have that from a previous life, and most people don't. This is very new for them, so they need to follow. That's why I teach the Guru Tattva process, because otherwise they'll just speculate and they won't make it. You got to come through the process. Most of humanity needs to be come through those who are already attached to Lord Caitanya, and then they get this. Oh wow, I love chanting Gaura's name. Oh, I love hearing the pastimes. That's how it works here. I mean, I'm just speaking my experience. I mean, I'm teaching. People get attached to Lord Gaura, and then all of a sudden they get transcendental feelings. I mean, it's really new for them. It's like, whoa, wow, And because Lord Gaura, when you have the line, the real line, you get it. That's the problem in ISKCON and all these groups. The real line is not there yet. They're still like working on it, trying to understand it. But it takes a real established devotee to do it. That's what I learned. That's why it works here, because I'm clear about that. I'm clear that they cannot. None of these gurus I see prove that they can give the ecstasy of ecstatic worship. Maybe something you can get, but not like this with the intense where you see Lalitas and Johans are totally like out of their minds, you know. That you don't see anywhere. Only the real associates of Lord Caitanya have that ability, given that.
I've done so many things, and so much meditation, like Buddhist breathing meditation, transcendental meditation, art of living meditation, Christian centering prayer. But it's not like I don't get anything from them, but it's just like, I'm getting old now. And lately I'm just like, last
I
night.
still think you're a baby face like
Yeah,
Satsky.
I know. And the more I chant, the more baby faced I get to stay. But last night I was just like, I'm just gonna do, that Radha breathing exercise that you gave several months ago, and and chant Nitai Gauranga, and then
A lot
I'm
of people like
laughing.
that one.
Pardon? Then I'm laughing and crying, and it's like, I don't get this from anything else, and I don't get it like as much. Like, maybe once every 4 months in a Buddhist meditation, I'll like have some emotional release, and I'm like, oh, now I'm getting there, and it's like I'm like riding on a freaking turtle, and there's a gazelle over here, Gora Haridas, and why don't I just get on the gazelle, because there's not that much time. And I'm sick of messing with the world. I'm sick of Maya. I'm sick of trying to make it in the game as everybody else has told us it has to be played. It's like, the heck with this. All I have to do is chant and read and serve, and everything else is going to be taken care of. Just do it, David. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's simple. Yeah. Easy peasy, man. It's easy. All God is looking is for the people to understand the way he works quick. This is the quick path, the easy path. He wants to make it easy for people. You think God wants people to struggle? The only struggle is the speculation. People not being clear, not on target and everything. That's why you need the real devotee who's on target, man. This bhakti, the love of God, has to be the real teacher, the real. So we're just trying to help redirect people so they can get into the kingdom quick. This is the kingdom. It's not going anywhere. You don't have to. It comes to you. God is so pleased. He wants to give himself to us.
And the only way to get that detachment that the Bhagavad Gita talks about is through devotion. Because like any other detachment I get is like this much, and it disappears as soon as I go back into the world, but whereas like when I do the chanting regularly, then I really do get this kind of buffer from the world, and I'm kind of like, okay, that's the world. That's just the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just the world, man. Yeah. It makes everything becomes natural. And then it's not about you have to renounce it. It's just, it'll go. Just keep adding this, keep relishing bhakti, man. That's the real secret. And that's what we do here. I mean, God, it's so easy. I mean, we come here every day, regularly chant. It's like we get these presents every day. Especially to me, this is presence, divine presence, literally presence of God. And he just removes this clothing and this thing, this obstacle, that obstacle, gives all these important realization, revelation that we share. It's like eating a meal together.
I want us to get money so we can build you a temple.
Oh yeah. That'd be good. No. Let's just use. We got a temple.
I know.
What we need is
the worldly person.
Money for tickets to fly and stuff over, and so we can hang out. Yeah. That's temples, just big buildings. No. As a matter of fact, I might teach a Bitcoin class because I really think this would be great economy for the devotees. Especially now they want to lock everything up into CDCs. But this Bitcoin would be great. I'm already checking out some Bitcoin communities. I might actually go and check some out because they're really close. Actually, they're where I'm living, very close, and they have a whole economy. With people. It's called Bitcoin Jungle, and it's right on the beach. And they have all the vendors, they just use Bitcoin. They don't have money that much. The money is, see, in these Latin countries, their money is worth nothing, you know? And so the Bitcoin is a fantastic thing. They just use it they trade it, you know, the Bitcoin is the standard there, and they're using it. You put it on your cell phone and you just, you know, you pay for things with that. It's really great, you know, and it grows. This Bitcoin is the best bank account you'll ever have. There's nothing, you know, you usually get like 3 or 4%. Oh, you don't even get that anymore in banks. This, you get 100%. Of course, it goes down too. It's up and down, but it's still, it may go down, but then it goes, you know, way up, you know, like 200% or 300%. And yeah, so anyway, this is, you know, if any money comes, that's when I get everybody on the Bitcoin standard and help people do that. And I might actually do some teaching on that because I didn't want to do it. I thought others can do it, but I think I need to help the devotees a little bit on that. I mean, why not? You know, it's a great thing.
If you want, I could do some teachings about the vaccine.
Oh boy, we
got plenty.
Yeah. We got plenty of, yeah. The problem with that is you can't put them so much on the Facebook because they know, they just,
I know.
Even now, but you know, because you know, it's so obvious to me.
I did a YouTube video about it about a year ago, and they took it down like that. It was
immediately, yeah. It's just the plan is a depopulation thing, and when you put it all together, I'll just give it to you in a nutshell. Here, I'll do it like this. Basically, the elites have always been running the planet. There's these elite groups for a long time running. And so they've been using the general population. You can look at it in Maya, and they're servants of the illusion, and they're actually kind of tyrannical and waiting for their chance. And so here we're in a situation now. It's harder to manage 7 billion people, and they don't need to. They have robots now. So they're moving into reducing the population at least 80%, and that's what they're thinking, 80%, and then they get the robots. So because we were only good for their, you know, to make them money. That's all people were for. Even the money system is a friggin' scam. It's a debt system to scam it so that it all goes for them. And now we had this wealth transfer. I mean, I could go on and on. You know, it's like I see it's like the Lord has shown me the whole friggin' picture on that level. But that's not really ultimately is to bring people to this. You know, because bhakti is really the only way out of this thing, because you can't fight this thing. It's too huge. You know, they've been working on this for centuries, and the people trying to fight it they're not organized, not like these people. These people are methodical. They do their meetings. They've been working on this. They have all the technology, all the weapons, and all of that stuff.
They have all the time to do it.
They have all the time, and they've been working on it. And most of the people are oblivious. They're like, "Oh, what's going on? Nothing. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, whatever the mainstream media says, we do. You know." Yeah.
No, yeah, so, and I spent the last year and a half, you know, working with Children's Health Defense, and I'm writing for Epic Times. Yeah. But yeah, you're actually absolutely right. I mean, not that I don't want to fight that fight, but you have to fight it from a transcendental platform. Otherwise, you just go crazy.
You go crazy and want to suicide out or take drugs. People are already suiciding out of this.
I know.
They have nothing to look forward to. You know, they're taking, you see, the idea, and this is that Maya, the elites, they know, they're very crafty, intelligent. They know if they take people's sense enjoyment away, they will have nothing to live for, because people live for travel. They live for going to bars and drinking. They live for, you know,
sex
too, and they're taking that away. So what are you going to live for? Well, you have to have this. This is the new life, you know? So that's why I've been telling everybody, this is great for our preaching, even though it's a tough lesson. But it is great for this because I'm preaching boldly now and saying, hey, man, this is what's going on. Get over here if you want to be saved. You want to live? Come here. We'll get your spiritual body alive. You know, we'll activate it. It's like that Terminator movie. Huh? You want to live? Come with me. You know? Because people are not alive out there. Even the demons are taking away your life, man. Yeah. And so the Bhagavatam is filled with stories about these times. Prahlad Maharaj was at a time when the same tyrannical type of thing was happening, and he took over the whole universe. And Prahlad wasn't fighting; he was just preaching devotional service like this, you know. And we got a better deal because his path was harder. But we have Lord Caitanya's special grace now, and so all people have to do is just, hey, man, you mean there's an option for us? Oh, wow. Hey, man. Yeah, come on over here. Yeah. Same thing. 10th canto is the Kamsa was also a tyrannical regime, took over. That was very similar to now. All the demon kings got together and they got very powerful. That's like all the countries who were the ruling class got together and they agreed to team up, to have a truce, you know, where they get together and do the one world government. So that's why it's very powerful now, you know, because all these nations are behind it. Not all of them, but most of them. You know? So anyways, it's part of the pastimes of the Lord, you know. Yeah. We could use it. We can use everything. That's what I like about this devotional service. The Lord gives us the insight to see the broader picture, the bigger picture of how it's all part of the plan, you know, and you don't get caught up in this fighting, you know, thing, you know, like, oh, you see that Klaus Schwab's and the Bidens and all of that is part of the plan. And even the people fighting is part of the plan. Everybody is working on their levels and we're part of the plan. You know, we're just all connected in that way. And so everybody's doing their thing. You know, George Soros, if you hear his story, it's very kind of interesting because he said he started to feel really empowered when he realized he wanted to be like a god in this world, and he started to do it and act like a god. He said, my God, my life changed. He said, because he was being empowered by the mode of nature. And he instead of repressing that, and you know, he just started to do it. Yeah. And he was going to mold the world like he wants. Klaus Schwab, he's also a very inspired guy. And yeah, control and oh, I love it, man. I want to shape the world. Like, you know, watch these guys and you see they're really, you know.
Elon Musk too. Yeah, same
huh?
thing. Elon Musk too. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yeah. He's kind of slippery guy, man. You know, he's trying to be our friend, but he's also making brain chips and
right.
He went to the World Economic Forum. He was one of those students there. You know, so they're all in cahoots of this stuff. And then you got Trump playing the good guy, you know, and he was right there with, you know, all this stuff is just it's like a spy movie, man. Double agents, triple agents. You don't know what the hell's going on, but you know, this is the best safe haven, man. This is like, you know, Switzerland is a safe haven for people. We're like the Switzerland, man. This is, the Lord will protect people here. You know, you come here, you have safe haven, safe passage. Yeah, you know, Maya, her game is, she, you know, this is the thing. She's sad. She'll let you go when she sees you found the truth and you're really committed to it after she tests you a little bit. When you get the truth and you're really dedicated to it, you're set free. And I have already students like that here. They're at that point. Lolita's there. Look, Lolita, look at that smile. You see people like this. Look at that. Go pinch your cheeks there, Sachi. Yeah, yeah. You look at some of the devotees who get it. You see, and Maya lets you go. It's all, it's Krishna's game, and Maya's under her control, and she's actually a devotee of Krishna. She knows, that's why when she sees that, I mean, this is the freedom I get. I don't feel like, I don't know, the fears she showed. Krishna, I see all this stuff going on, and just use it for preaching, man. Help people, call them over here. I mean, to me, if every day I get of freedom and to preaching and to sharing and to tasting this nectar, it's like icing on the cake. Like Maharaj Pariksha, in the Bhagavatam, he had 7 days and he took it every day. He just took advantage, man. I feel like that. Well, we probably have 3 months, 4 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, who knows? So while we're here, let's party, man. Yeah, this is to help people understand this is the party, my friends, isn't it? The party is a spiritual party. The Lord knows how to party. He came here as Lord Caitanya to show everybody how to party. Party in spirit. Jesus also. Jesus, they were worshiping, singing songs in ecstasy. He taught this. They started it, getting it going, and we doing that. Now we're singing songs. We got microphones, and Lalita's getting out, singing on a Janaki. And we're just starting, Christians had 2,000 years, and we're really rolling now. We're going to really go. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I think it's getting late for a lot of people over in the UK, man. What time is it, Lalita?
10 p.m.
10 p.m. That's like, okay. Hey, great. Keep coming there, David.
I will.
Yeah, it's great. It's so nice to see you, man. I feel like I always, I remember over the years, I always, when is the David gonna get it, man? When is he gonna get over here? Look at his buddy, so busy doing this and that. Then he got hung up in the Trump thing. That Trump, I hate that Trump. And I thought, oh God, They wanted you to do it. They wanted you to hate him, man. They wanted.
It's all valid, but it's like it's all secondary, And
it's all secondary, yeah.
Right.
No, but they want everybody to hate each other, man. That's a part of the game, divide everything, weekend.
Yeah. Someone was saying last night, it's like they want the blacks against the whites. Now it's the presidents against the presidents and everything against everything.
Yeah.
It's only, and in the Krishna conscious literature, the only one that can take down the demon ultimately is Krishna.
Yeah. You'll see, it's all great, the whole thing. Oh, looks like David made a friend. You got Amy's attention there.
Oh,
Actually, David reminds me of like he could be Amy's brother. His mannerisms.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
I love it when people, like, the more the people come on and talk about their experience with you.
Yeah. So, by the way, Amy, you got to come up more. I'm holding you a chair here. So you come up and share more, and same with maybe Fanny will come up. Fanny should come too, maybe sometime. Got to get these gals come. Janaki's been coming up. You got to also come up more there, Janaki. Yeah.
And I don't know how to like heart stuff on the Restream studio thing, but
I don't think you can do it on the Restream.
Okay. Should I like?
Yeah.
Is there?
What it does is you can't comment on Restream for Facebook. You can comment for YouTubers, and I don't get so many people from the other. I have actually about 4 platforms here, and not so many people come from the other platforms.
Well, is this the place that I should come on, or is there? Because like when you invite me, this is what comes up is the Restream.
It's the best. Yeah, it's probably the best YouTube. I mean, Facebook. Because most people come on from there. Yeah. So you want to give us a word there? You want to share something there, Lalita? Parting word? No? She wants to go to bed. It's time to go to bed, man. You know,
I want, but I don't really know what to say, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, really? Oh, one of those things. So we'll do this. We'll do this. Yes.
Really, you force me.
That's good.
Yeah, this is the escape, actually. This is our other life, living in that other world, in that other transcendental world that you have no idea what it is before you experience it and before you receive that mercy and you get purified and you start to understand what Chaitanya is doing for you. So many things. Not only did you receive that seed of bhakti, but he waters it, he empties out your temple so that Krishna can grow inside of you. All those experiences are, oh my God, it's getting very, very big. Lord Chaitanya is really getting very, very tall inside of you. And I still don't know much, really. There is so much that I don't know, but what I know is such a treasure. I have another life. Really, Guru Maharaj, he transformed me. Lord Chaitanya lives inside of me. This is the biggest present that you can give anybody. I have the best future before my eyes. This is the most beautiful future that you can. It's so hopeful to know tomorrow I will dive inside of Krishna again and he will spoil me like anything again. Can you imagine? Every day counts. Every song counts. Every prayer counts. Everything counts.
Yeah.
It's so special. It's so special.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know what's happening to you, like you hear things and you can't get it really, but it makes you ecstatic. So you say, I will know it tomorrow or next week. He will reveal it to me. It's unbelievable, you know.
Yeah.
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 It's
Yeah.
all this is the revival of Lord Chaitanya. This is really, really Srila Gaura Haridas. He got the order of Srila Prabhupada. Be sure. They can hang me, on a cross, they can do it. But I will always keep on saying that there are no way that I will deny this.
You're not going to die. He's going to make you a martyr.
I don't
Is
care.
Haridas your guru? Is he your savior? Yes. Nail me. I'll never deny it. Beat me in
You
20.
never deny such a thing. I can't imagine that I will deny such a thing. The whole transformation, nobody can take this away from you anymore. No. You fight for you lose things for it. Because I have lost things for it. Many things.
Yeah, many
But I
things.
don't care. I don't even feel it.
You don't want to lose this thing. This is the
No.
only thing you don't want to lose.
No.
Yeah.
This is a new life. This is really being conscious of Krishna, yeah.
Very good. There. Thank you there. Okay, Sachi, give us a word to closing words.
I'm glad to be here. It's not easy. Sometimes I just want to hit that leave button. But I hang in there. My Gora Nitai, his eyes, Gora, especially Gora's eyes change and they tell me things.
Oh, that's great.
So I have them right here.
Yeah.
Ever since I met you and I learned about deities, I would say to you, well, why don't you people just put them in their pocketbook and take them with them? You know? So anyway, that's my deity worship.
Those are
Is make them
beautiful.
my
Those are
friends.
beautiful.
Yeah.
What,
I
David?
said those are beautiful, the icons. Have you empowered them, Gaurahari?
Oh, she's empowered them.
He empowers him in his way, you know, his roundabout way. when I first got him, Lord Caitanya was looking at me, and I've said, God, he's looking at me like he's in love with me, and I'm kind of embarrassed.
You know, the first time I saw
It's-
Jagannath, Srila Prabhupada would have that Jagannath that's about 4 feet high, you take him into the park, and I just saw it in a picture. It like scared the hell out of me. I was just like, whoa! Like, it's like there's something about those icons that really is powerful.
Yeah. Did you see the story about Jagannath, how he was made?
No.
Yeah. The story, basically, in essence, because I saw the play, and the deity was considered at first. Well, the guy was working on a deity. It was a kind of a divine artist, working on it. And it got to a point where he's still working on it, and he disappeared. And everybody thought the deity wasn't finished because his arms were just like, not finished, and his eyes were like this. And they all thought it wasn't finished. They wondered, when is this deity going to be finished? But they found out it was finished. It was the Lord in a special ecstasy. And Lord Caitanya showed that ecstasy. His actual arms and everything went inside his body. And his eyes were kind of like that, just like, just a very intense, powerful, ecstatic potency. So Lord Jagannath, because it is a powerful thing. Ecstasy is very powerful. It blows people's minds. That's why the Lord doesn't show it that often. This is a special thing. That's why, it's a special thing. Prabhupada confirmed that I was doing what he wanted, what the line wants, and what Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti, they were waiting for this time, because that's their preaching is all about, pushing it to this ecstatic worship. Otherwise, it's like, what is it? Just rule? I mean, that's religion, man. There's nothing extraordinary about that. It's all going to the ecstatic worship. So we're the beginning that here for the Vaishnavas. Yeah. All right. So let's play a song, and which one, Chachi?
Electric Bunny Rabbit.
Whatever you pick.
Whichever I pick. Okay. I'm going to pick.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart. Take it with you when you're gone. Haribo, Haribo. Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Krishnamati Nandana Brajaparana Haribo, Haribo. Jehovah Adonai, Yahweh Jesus Christ, Haribo, Haribo.